7:43 to play in the second quarter from Kearney and Buckle Court. Elijah Moser with you on KLPR Sports. Emporia State basketball out of the UNK timeout. Currently Emporia State working a 6-2 run on UNK. DeWitt up top, slides the pass to Ann on the right wing. On the court for UNK right now is Weirs, Christensen, Biochinen, Sears, and Ashoff. Emporia State still trying to work it. Coleman fires a three from the right wing. It goes out the back of the rim. Rebound still loose, and we're going to have a jump ball. I'll give possession to Emporia State. Sears checks out. Sanaya Simmons in. It is senior day for UNK. Their last home game at the HSC before road games next weekend at Pittsburgh State and Missouri Southern. And then they finish off the regular season at Fort Hays State. 15 seconds on the shot clock for Emporia State. Hannah along the right wing, guarded by Simmons. Drives in. McDaniel fires a near side three for 12 feet out. 8-point lead for Emporia State. Weirs up top, Christensen back to Weirs. Christensen, another three. She has been money today. Brindley Christensen, 4 of 5 from beyond the arc to start out the night. Up to 12 points, a team high as well. And now we got the second foul that's going to be called on Miley Weirs. And that'll probably send her to the bench as Jordan Sears gets ready to check in for UNK. Just the first team foul on UNK this quarter. And more on Christensen. She just had 3 points the last time these two teams met in January. And she's trying to pick up some heavy lifting for UNK in this one. That was a 4-point affair back in Emporia, Kansas a month's time ago. Coleman up top fires a deep two. That spins on out into the hands of Jillian Ashoff. Ashoff up the court for UNK. Thought about going coast to coast, kicks one out. Now Simmons drives in, kick out for Sears. Sears drives in, turns around, and she's going to be called for a traveling violation. Her second of the day. It'll be Emporia State basketball. 5th turnover against UNK today. Emporia State still up 5. DeWitt up top, guarded by Simmons. Simmons pass to the left and Coleman. Coleman guarded by Christensen. Up top, McDaniel. 15 on the shot clock, nearing on 6 minutes to go in the first half as Hannah drives to the hoop, lays it up with the right hand, and gets it to go off the backboard. UNK's offense. Some physical play between McDaniel and Biochinen underneath. Play keeps on going. Simmons on the left wing to Christensen on the right side. Wonder how long before they stay tight on Christensen. Near side, Ashoff corner three. Left it short. And the rebound out of bounds off of Biochinen. And it'll be Emporia State basketball. 5:34 to play in the second quarter. 30-23 lead for Emporia State as Sanders checks in for DeWitt. Both these teams sitting 6-9 in MIAA conference play. Top 10 teams make the conference tournament. They sit at 9-10 as McDaniel looking to put up a shot. Going to be fouled by UNK by Sanaya Simmons from behind. And I'll send Mackenzie McDaniel to the free throw line. First foul on Simmons, second on UNK this quarter. McDaniel, a 58% free throw shooter, hits the first. And Emporia State stays perfect at 4 for 4 from the line today. Second free throw for McDaniel. Rattles on in. Make the lead 32-23. Biggest lead for Emporia State today. Sears up top, gives it to Christensen. Back to Ashoff. Christensen, right wing. She thought about the three. Now Ashoff thought about pulling the trigger. She got up onto 1 foot, but then drives inside and puts up a nice little hook shot from inside the paint. And UNK back on the board. Hannah, right block, kick out McDaniel. Swing around to the left side, and Sanders. Sanders started by Simmons, passes to the top side, and Hannah. Near side, Coleman drives in. Piochinen got her hand up, and the shot was too long, but Sears going to be called for a foul underneath the hoop as she tried to box out Hannah. The foul on Jordan Sears. Going to be her second, so Gosia Bishkovska will check in for UNK. That's the second Loper on the bench with 2 fouls, joining Miley Weirs. Sanders sets up shop to the side of the Loper ahead at half court. Sanders starts driving in as the pass deflected by Simmons. Now Sanders gets the ball back up top. Her three-pointer didn't go, but Hannah wide open. Nobody had her boxed out. And she gets the putback from Poirier State. Just too many second chance points from Poirier State. They're up to 10 second chance points in the game. A number that Coach Johnson's not going to be too thrilled with. 4:05 to play in the first half. Piochinen inside trying to back down McDaniel. Now double team. Kicks one out to Simmons. Up top, Ashoff. 9 on the shot clock. Ashoff now on the right elbow. Kicks one out to Bishkovska. Simmons, another 3. Oh, yeah. Sanaya Simmons, her second 3 of the day. She's up to 6 points on the game. And UNK is within 6 of the pesky Hornets from Emporia. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Emporia State setting shot back up on offense. 15 on the shot clock now as we hit 3:30 to go in the second quarter. Sanders on the outside. On left wing, now 5 seconds on the shot clock. Sanders still with the ball up top. She's going to have to fire a shot. She drives in on Simmons. Gets it to go off the glass. She laid it up with the left hand and managed to get it to go. She held onto the ball for the majority of the Emporia State possession. Ashoff kick out to Christensen. Now Simmons on the far side. Up top, Bishkovska. A 3 of her own. This is why Piochinen, the offensive rebound, turn around and off the glass with the right hand. Still a 6-point game. 2:50 to play in the second quarter. 36-30. Emporia State out front with the basketball. Big set for action for St. Cloud State. They would want to get out of this one as fast as possible. Rest up ahead of tomorrow. Concordia St. Paul has gotten to the regional championship with 2 straight sweeps, so they'll be well rested. Carly Purdy left pin attack, dug up by Heyman. Well, playing right side for Zimmerman. Carly Purdy gets the block. Right side, Zimmerman again. This one's dug up by Stoll in the front row. Right side, Bryn Stoll. Ellie Spang with the dig off the block. Carly Purdy left pin off the antenna, which I believe came after the block. Indeed it was. Point comes for UNK. And UNK rotates it back into a 3-point deficit. St. Cloud fans a little bit up in arms, but sitting right here, I'm pretty sure the block put the ball into the net. So now with the quick rotation, Purdy and Lane's back out. UNK kind of wasted their half rotation. Couldn't get much production off of it. Now Peterson and Lane back in. Peterson with the serve. The standing serve goes at Wackel. Kim, right back to Wackel. Back row attack. Too strong, past the back. 2 in a row for UNK. They try to reel in some really pesky Huskies out of Minnesota. Elena Peterson on the service line for UNK. Down 2 in this fourth set, a set that UNK needs to win. Goes back row at Wackel. A plant up the middle for Zimmerman. Still got a hand on it, not enough to pop it up in the air. And it's a sign out for St. Cloud State. St. Cloud State serving the ball with Shelby Kim. McRae uses a tape. Peterson pops it up. Throws down the middle. Still asking for a touch. Doesn't get it as the attack from Rose went long. Remember, UNK out of challenges. So nothing UNK can do about a call that they don't like the rest of the way forward. 13-9 St. Cloud State lead. Serve from Kim. Dug up by Peterson. Neff. Left side for Emily Lane. Drops it on down. Splits the block. And UNK reaches 10. They're still down 3. But the energy, the fight, not willing to give up. And a crowd of over 1,000 people in the HSC tonight gracing the Lopers with their presence. Abby Rose gives a serve, down 3, makes it an ace serve. And Abby Rose with her second ace of the night. Abby Rose, an All-MIAA second team member, but has really shined as the season has come on. Rose serves again, back in the back row at Heyman. O'Blan right side for Zimmerman. That one's pushed strong, and both officials say UNK touched it. Once again, that gives St. Cloud State the point, and nothing UNK can do about it. 14-11, St. Cloud State. Heyman the serve, back row, Peterson, Neff trying to pump it up, it's 2 in a row for St. Cloud State. UNK just has one timeout remaining here in the fourth set. Squires up out of his seat once more. 4-point lead for St. Cloud State. Heyman, right up Peterson, Neff sets it up, right side, Brayden Stoll, blocked back with ferocious power on that right pin. Guess who's back in for St. Cloud State? It's Ella Thompson with the big block. 3-point run for St. Cloud State. 5-point lead for the Huskies. It's 16-11 in the fourth set. A set that UNK needs. We'll step aside. Fourth set continues next on KLPR Sports. Who would have seen this one coming after the way that UNK played at the MIAA tournament in St. Joseph? Two of their best matches of the year. They've been tested and have dropped the first 2 sets at home in each of their first 2 matches in the regional tournament. It's do or die. Heyman the serve for St. Cloud State. Huskies leading by 5, 16-11. UNK now out of timeouts. Neff sets it out left side for Emily Lane. Pushes it right past the block. And UNK with the kill on the side out ends a run of 3 straight points for St. Cloud State. Elijah Moser alongside Kennedy Dubas. Courtside with you from Buckle Court. Ryan Mock now getting ready to serve for UNK. A higher defensive effort now on the court. Drops on in. LaPlante up the middle for Anderson. And it's blocked out of bounds by UNK. And Lopers just having trouble stringing together points in this set. They had 3 in a row to start it off, but since then it's been eerily quiet. Neff, left side for Emily Lane, off the block. Anderson, now left side attack. Wackel off the block. Neff sets it up left side for Emily Lane. Down the left sideline, pushed long. 2 in a row for St. Cloud State. They have an 18-12 lead in set number 4. As St. Cloud State's trying to finish off UNK in 4 sets. Zimmerman the serve, pushes it long. And UNK gets a side out. They'll bring Carly Purdy as well as Anna Lentz back in for the Lopers. And they're subbing a little bit too fast. Down official has to call them back. But just provides a little bit more of a breath in the air. 18-13, St. Cloud State has the lead. Leading the match 2 sets to 1. Anna Lentz serving for UNK. Goes back row at Kim. Left side attack, Wackel. Drop down in front of Spang. That's another kill for St. Cloud State. They're hitting .476 in this 4th set. Been hard to stop. Wackel serving for St. Cloud State. Knapp, left side, Carly Purdy dropped down off of Heyman. And now we're back to trading points. UNK, last time they had this rotation in, they lost it pretty quickly. Trying to string something together as they try to pull back within of the reach of St. Cloud State.